In this video, we are going to explain what FBA, FBM, and Amazon arbitrage is, the quick and dirty version and the detailed version. My name is Martin, and this is Amazon Adventures. The quick and dirty version. What is FBA, what is FBM, and what is arbitrage? FBA is fulfilled by Amazon, where you put a product on Amazon, it goes to their warehouse, somebody buys it, they put it in a box and ship it to them, they fulfill the order, and the customer receives it and you receive your pay. Amazon takes a percentage. FBM is fulfilled by merchant, where a customer orders something off of Amazon and you get a notification and you ship it yourself from your house or warehouse, filling out the packaging, doing the packing labels, and sending it out to them on your own. It is fulfilled by you. Arbitrage is where you sell a single product, usually on an existing listing. So if somebody is selling, say, a drill, you also have that drill available, you piggyback on their listing, and they can buy it either from the original seller or from you. Often people will find things that say Walmart, buy something for $20, sell it for $25 or $30 on Amazon. That's FBA, FBM, and arbitrage, the short version. The detailed version, as well as is it worth doing, is coming out. All right, FBA, FBM, and arbitrage, the detailed version. What is it? So FBA is selling your product on Amazon. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to sell something like a bath mat, something that somebody kneels on in front of a tub so when they're washing their child, their knees don't get sore. You would buy that from a supplier in China and put a listing on Amazon. Now let's talk a little bit about China. If this is your view of China, it's probably not the right one. If this is your view of China, that's probably a bit more accurate. Now, I often hear the comment, well, I don't want to buy this cheap junk from China and sell it on Amazon. So let's just look at the cheap junk that is currently being manufactured in China. This company manufactures their products in China. So do Ray-Bans, radio flyers, very American, made in China. Converse shoes, made in China. And also your beloved Apple products, made in China. Okay, so that's the China we're talking about. So because it's made in China doesn't mean it has to be low quality. So let's go back to how this actually works. Okay, so you decide you want to sell a bath kneeling mat, and so that's what you decide to do. You run a program called Jungle Scout, and what Jungle Scout does is it gives you the information on each listing. So you can see exactly how many of them are being sold per month, what is their profit margin, how many reviews do they have, all those kind of information and details that are required to make an informed decision. If you're looking at a product that looks interesting but is only selling 3 of them a month and nobody's making any money, clearly that's not what you want. But what Jungle Scout does is it gives you the hard data behind the listings. Without it, you're basically shooting in the dark. So if we run Jungle Scout on bath mats, we get a score of 7, which basically says it's a good opportunity. You know, there's this much demand, there's this much competition, this is something you could get into. And then you begin to look at the listings individually. Now, one of them actually pops out quite a bit. It is getting about $11,000 in revenue, so that's how many they're selling, right? How much money they're making in those sales. It has only 13 reviews, so it hasn't been there for a long time, but yet it's doing quite well. The price is $33.95 is what they're selling it for. So with that information, we want to basically see, okay, could I also sell this product, and is there money in it? Okay, so we can zoom in on the product itself and see the details on it. We can see how it looks. So what we do from there is we hop to a site called Alibaba. And Alibaba is a massive Chinese network of different companies that do manufacturing, and through Alibaba you can contact them, connect with them, and find products. So we would look for this product on Alibaba, and if I do a search for bath mats, I will find a bunch of them. Here's 3. Very, very similar in look. The color is a little bit different, but we could probably get it in any color that we wanted. So if we zoom in on this one here, we can see that the actual unit price is somewhere between $1 and $4. Now remember, they were selling it for $33, $34 approximately. So if I buy 1,000 of these, even at $4 a piece, the profit margin is significant. Now there are of course other elements to it. We don't just get the product. We're also going to have to pay for the shipping, either by air or by sea. We're going to have to pay Amazon for a pick and pack fee, which means when a customer orders the product, Amazon puts it in the box and sends it out the door. We pay a fee for that. We pay other fees for Amazon just for the right to sell on the platform, but still the profit margin in this would be significant. Now, they also will brand it for you. This is the beauty of Alibaba and what FBA is really about. is about creating a company and creating a brand. So looking at the one that we were originally looking at, the $33.95 one, we can see that they have branded it. They have a nice logo, a nice company name, LifeSmart. You would do the same, and your manufacturer and supplier would put your logo on the product, perhaps even on the box, on an instruction card or thank you card that goes with it. You would essentially create a company like any other large manufacturer, like Radio Flyer, like Converse, like Apple. Not as well known, but the same basic principles apply. And then on Amazon itself, you would create your listing. You would have some really nice pictures done, you would have a good bullet point write-up, a good description write-up, and you would try to find some way to differentiate from your competitors. This is the key to success in Amazon. So this product here is actually bundling a product with it. You get something for free, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to look at what is wrong with the product and how could it be improved. You read negative reviews. Vince just did a whole video on how to add value to a product and the best ways to know how to do that. So look at that video for more information. You can also find ways to boost your product sales by doing what's called PPC, pay-per-click advertising. So if you see a listing that says sponsored on it, that is a pay-per-click advertising item. So that's basically FBA. FBM is fulfilled by merchants. So all the things that Amazon would do for you once the sale goes through, you do yourself. You still make a listing, you still get the product from Alibaba, you still can brand it, but it is shipped not to the Amazon warehouse and fulfillment centers, it is sent home to you. When the customer buys it, you package it up, you put it in a box, bring it to the post office, get it weighed, buy the postage, and send it out to the customer. So you might think, okay, this is a great way to go because what it does is it avoids all those extra Amazon fees, so your profit margin is higher. That is true, but there's a huge issue with that. If you don't use Amazon's warehouse, you also miss Amazon Prime and the speed at which Amazon can deliver the product to your customer. And Amazon is all about convenience. This is really, really important. So let's look at it as an example. This is a metal pill bottle tube. It's waterproof. You can take it with you on hikes and to the beach. And it's something that I was actually looking for recently. But if I look at it in a bit more detail, I see that it is in stock. It is shipped from and sold by Graceful Vara, which is the company name. And it tells me I can get it as soon as July 12th to August 2nd, which is 22 days from the day I'm looking at it. So I can get this product in 22 days in the best case scenario, maybe as many as 30 or 40 days. Again, if you're fulfilled by merchant, you lose the speed and benefit of Amazon's fulfillment. And customers want speed. Customers want quick delivery of their products. So though you miss out on some fees from Amazon, you will probably miss out on a great many more sales. So FBM, for that reason alone, isn't generally a recommended route. Arbitrage is often doing something similar to FBM. It's a single product, but you're going to source it generally not from China, but from some other location. Often Walmart or Best Buy or some other large big box stores. So how arbitrage essentially works is you find a listing. So let's say we're looking at a drill. Here, there is the option to add to cart. So that would be buying it from the actual person who made the listing. But if you look a little bit more closely, you can also see that there are other offers, 9 used and new. So I can also buy from somebody else. If I click on that link, I get a list of all the different people that are also selling that product. So if you're the person with the original listing, these people are known as hijackers. They are jumping in on your hard work and selling a product and getting the benefit. If you're the person doing it, it's simply competition, arbitrage, and fair game. So that changes a bit on where you are in the equation. But if I can buy this thing for $59.99, for instance, why would I pay the full price that the other person is selling it for? Should I click on add to cart for that person? Then the order would go to them, they would put it in a box, they would ship it to me, and I would get it. That is how arbitrage works. Now, quickly, is Amazon still a good opportunity? Is it worth it? You'll see lots of videos saying, is Amazon dead? Is it too competitive? Are there still any good products? That stuff's all clickbait, okay? Competition is fine. There is huge growth potential. Here we are in mid-2018. There is massive potential. And let's just look at the numbers to prove that that is the case. The traffic on Amazon in the last 6 months was 2.36 billion visitors to the Amazon site. Amazon.com is what we're looking at here in the last 6 months. That's almost 5 billion people in the year. The net sales for Amazon in 2017 was $178 billion. So there's a lot of buying and a lot of selling happening on Amazon, and you can have your product as part of that equation. 40% of people who are doing online purchases are doing it like that. Now that leaves 60% of people who aren't yet. So the growth potential in the United States alone is massive, let alone other markets. There's still a ton of people, in fact, the majority of people in the United States who are not doing regular online shopping. That is set to continually decrease. That number will shrink and shrink and shrink as the years go by. So this is still a fantastic time to jump into FBA or FBM on Amazon. The population of the United States, roughly about now 308 million people, and there is a growth, of course, from birth, but also from immigration. Some political stuff to talk about that. We won't get into it. But it is a huge potential growth market, let alone Amazon.ca in Canada, let alone Japan, let alone Germany, let alone Australia, which is just getting Amazon Prime. So that's FBA, FBM, and arbitrage. Is Amazon FBA dead? Absolutely not. Is it still a great time to get into it? Absolutely. So go through our other videos, take a look at what else we can offer, but this is still a great, great opportunity.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Please comment, like, subscribe, helps our channel grow. If you haven't already, visit our website. There's lots of great tools on there to help you grow or give you an edge. My name's Vince, and this was Amazon Adventures.